and welcome back to my desk. We're here today because 2 months ago I didn't know what washi tape was, and this is the current situation. Not everything will fit into shot. So as I say, 2 months ago I didn't know what washi tape was, and then I received my first roll of washi tape with a Or Atelier subscription box, and it's buried somewhere underneath here. Let's try and find it. Lovely. So this was it, and this is actually atypical of washi, I've discovered since then. And it's lovely, it has a nice little poem on it. I like one of the sentiments, I do not like the other, and so I cut it and only use part of it. And so in my innocence I decided I would try and figure out, what does one do with washi? Why washi? What is this thing? And it all got a little bit out of hand. Naturally I went onto Amazon to see just how prevalent and popular it was, to see if it was something that I would need to buy from a specialty store. It is not. And so we've ended up with this collection. And for those of you that know washi, you can see that I have some MT washi, which is excellent. This one, and this one I actually purchased in a shop in Dublin. And for these three, I paid at least 3 times the amount that you're able to buy it online. So if you're going to buy washi, buy it online. Do not buy it in store in a city where it is not a well-known or popular product. And I will show you the set I bought, which actually I think repeats all 3 of these patterns. I really, really like them. And these are the sort of patterns that appeal to me. Abstract dots and some vintagey stylistic flowers. I tend not to go for cute. I have those put aside for friends and family, and they will take those. I've also bought washi-like tape, and I say washi-like tape from places like The Range. It's not very good. It's kind of plasticky, and the stickiness is very variable. Again, this is actually probably not one that I will keep, so I don't know why I have it. Let's enjoy this day. Sort of a cutesy sentiment, and I'm not really into cutesy sentiments. Some of my favourite washi, and I'm very sorry I won't be able to pronounce the name of this manufacturer, but I did purchase it from Amazon. This was a set. Some of these actually don't belong in here. The greens belong in here. And these are orderable. I'd say it's something like Yujan, but I wouldn't dare pronounce it or presume that I'm pronouncing it in any way correctly. So some of these are orderable via Amazon, but they ship from Japan or China. So they take a little longer to get here, but they are well worth purchasing in these sets. These appear to me, because I still don't know very much about washi, to be good quality washi tapes. The stickiness is consistent. It's with washi tape it has to be sticky but not too sticky, because you're supposed to be able to remove it, and it has a masking tape type quality to it. So these are lovely. Some of the other ones that I purchased as a set, and again way more expensive if you don't purchase them as a set, are these Van Gogh inspired washi. These are a little bit odd in that the pictures end rather abruptly. If I can find the start of this one, I'll be able to show you. So as you peel it, do you see that there is almost a line where the picture ends? The picture itself is stunning, but it's got very defined endings. And I prefer not to have to cut my washi precisely. I think most people are the same. I like to use it in a long strip, and so I prefer it not to have very defined lines. So some of the other ones that I have, this is from the set that I just showed. Just lovely images, but they all sort of move together and repeat, and so you can use it in a very long strip in a notebook. Other washi which I don't particularly like, although I have kept some, are the ones where the orientation of the pictures change with every picture. Now I imagine that's because they expect you to, what I have learned is called fussy cut items out, or indeed just cut them up to use them as stickers. Now all of these go in the same direction and are quite lovely, but others I've had, and I'm not sure I can put my hand to them because A friend may have already taken one, and another is in a drawer to be given away. And the problem is that the orientation of the pictures changes. So the little sort of squirrely, and then the tree is in a different orientation, and then the other little characters, and the orientation can change. There's the hedgehog and a hot air balloon, and the hedgehog goes one direction. So I mean, I suppose the idea is to cut them up, but that doesn't really appeal to me, because I just want to be able to stick them down in a strip. But my niece will really like that one, so that's fine. And that is in my giveaway drawer. One of the ones that really appealed to me when I was searching on Amazon were these William Morris inspired ones. As you can see, these are very large. So that's a fairly typical, reasonably narrow washi. That's a super narrow washi. And this one is a kind of more standard size. So this one is extremely large. It's by MT, and there's a whole range of them. These are expensive regardless of where you purchase them from. I think they're about £9.99 sterling each, but they are truly stunning and can be truly used as decoration. If you have a rather plain notebook, you can create an entire cover indeed with one of these. The stickiness is such that this will stay on. It's not impossibly sticky. I just picked up the other washi there. It's not impossibly sticky, but it is it's a lot stickier than some of the other ones, which are much more of a masking tape and temporary feel to them. So as you can see, I tend to go for, I like blue, I like purple, I like patterns, and I like very subtle floral. So that's some of the main collection. And then today, the reason I wanted to make this video was so that I could put away all of my most recent purchases. She says put away. There's absolutely zero space for any of this in any of my drawers at this point in time, so I don't know where I'm going to put them. So this collection here is the one that arrived most recently. Shipped from, I think it was China. And this is a collection that is themed to places. So this one is Forest in Norway. So that appeals to me because of all the greens. And I will buy these now. This is how desperate it has become. I will buy these if only a few of the patterns appeal to me. And so this one is, Ancient Rome. And these came as a 4-part set. So all 4 boxes came in the one set. Ancient Rome I particularly like. The next one is, oh yes, I can't pronounce this one, so I'm not even to Hokkaido? I don't know. Blues anyway. Again, I like blues. This one, Munich, did not appeal to me quite so much online, and I have promised it to a friend at work. In person, it's a little bit more subtle, but online it looked very bright. Hence, I will not choose to keep it, and since I've promised it to somebody, I will give it to her. They have various sets of these, and as I say, they are purchasable on Amazon. The next set I bought, I've actually taken these out of their boxes, so I'm just going to pour them out of their envelope and then go through them. And these I bought from Kawaii, which means cute, I believe, in Japanese, although this did ship from China. So these again are sets. This one was Ocean 2. And I'll probably give away, and this is one of the reasons I want to do this video, is because there's aspects of this I want to give away. I'll probably give away this one, which has people in it. And again, is one of those ones that is almost like a strip of stickers. You could cut up the different aspects of it, but that really doesn't hold any appeal for me, so that will go in the drawer for giveaway. What I do like is marine mammals. And there's one here, I think it has whales on it, if I can get it open. So this one really appeals to me, and probably the reason I bought the entire set. And I can see myself using that in its entirety. As I said, these came from Kawaii, I think that's how you pronounce it. And these sets, Kawaii are always having sales, Kawaii stationery. I'll leave the link down below. They're forever having sales, but as it does ship from China, it does take a couple of weeks to come to Europe. So that's a lovely one. They're actually from something else. And this was another Van Gogh set that they were doing, which has slightly different patterns. So the blossoms. And a boating scene. That one seems to flow a little bit better. I'm not seeing that very straight line where the scene repeats, which is good. And that's what I love about it, the way you can unroll it and re-roll it and not have to worry about it too much. So all of these items, of course, come in their own little boxes. This one just had a plastic sleeve over it. There was no sort of cover to the box. These are the MTs, which, as I said, cost me, I think it was £9.99 each in Dublin. So that's euro, so it's about £7.99 sterling. But here's an entire box, and then I think I got this box for about £14. Possibly even less, possibly only €14. It was on sale at the time and has all the patterns that I'd purchased in Dublin plus 3 others. And I will say in this case, even the pink appeals to me because it's quite subtle, and I really like the yellow as well. And so this is the brand name, but as I say, this is available on Kawaii, and these are incredibly good looking washi tapes and come in a lovely box, although I'm fairly ruthless about getting rid of packaging, so I will ditch this sleeve. This sleeve will go into the recycling, and I will just keep this for storage in one of my drawers. So these are some of the other boxes, and they're washi tapes if I can find them, because I have kind of poured them all over the place here on this table now, and I'm having some difficulty finding them again. So that was rather genius of me. So here's this one. Probably a little bit more colourful than I would normally go for, although I do like purple. This one is very unusual in that it is quite so dark, and that's it in person. It's reasonably well represented on the tape compared to the box. Sometimes, of course, they're wildly different. That's not one of them. This is this one. Slightly different colorway, I think. Not as deep a blue or as bright a blue on the tape itself compared to the box, but that's to be expected. This is sort of a masking tape, whereas this is cardboard. And I honestly, that was the other Van Gogh that was in that box there. So they had the swirling stars as well. So that's a really nice set. And then we have this one here. So some really lovely things, and the only one that I seem to be missing, which I can't seem to lay my hand on because I poured it out of the envelope too quickly, is the one that comes from that box. So here it is here. So it's actually subtly different on the tape, but still a really lovely set. So as I say, I will link everything down below as to where I purchased my washi. And in future videos, I will talk about how I use my washi, which is not very imaginative. I simply use it as borders in notebooks. I don't do any sort of scrapbooking, so it's very much just a way to create decoration because I have no drawing abilities. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.